Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And with that being said, let's just dive in and let's start off with this tweet here. So we do see Justin, JP Morgan Chase, is developing a blockchain-based digital deposit token to speed up cross-border payments. Now, you guys might be wondering, Nick, this is 3 days old now. Why are you talking about it now? Well, it's very simple, right? I've been seeing a lot of comments saying, hey, XRP is dead because of what JP Morgan is doing, because of what this name is doing, that name. And I want you guys to all understand that this is the plan, and I will talk about that here in a second. But first, I want to start off with this article talking about this, and we do see JP Morgan exploring blockchain-based deposit token for payments. And if we actually scroll down, we can see a few things around it. So we do see deposit tokens bring plenty of potential benefits. Now, this is deposit tokens. Mind you, this is not what most people are thinking about in terms of, let's say, cross-border payments, for an example, because again, these coins are on a digital blockchain, but these are deposit tokens. They are a transferable digital coin that represents a deposit claim against a commercial bank. And when you see that, we also appreciate that regulators would want to be thoughtful and diligent before any new product gets developed and used, a JP Morgan spokesperson said in a statement. Should that appetite develop, our blockchain infrastructure would be able to support the launch of deposit tokens relatively quickly. Now, I do wonder, first off, are they still using Ethereum? Because we know that that was the big one. Remember, they also run a system called JPM Coin. Now, for those that think that this is going to kill XRP, it's 100% not going to. Why? Walled gardens. That's the very simple way to put this, right? No other bank will want to utilize JPM coin. Why? Because this is a monopoly, right? You see Citibank using JPM coin. You see Bank of America using JPM coin. It makes 0 sense. Now, like I've said, I've actually outlined this. This was September 7th. Here you guys have a tweet from August 24th. I even said, how do I envision what's coming? Every single major nation will have their own currency. CBDCs will be this currency. Every single bank will tokenize their reserve. They might even have their own token, i.e. JPM coin. Well, here you guys have those deposit tokens. These are essentially tokenized reserves. The world is going to be dominated by digital monies. Anything and everything of value will eventually be tokenized in time. The biggest thing about the global financial system is that we are moving towards a world that is not dominated by a currency controlled by one entity. Now, I did include this tweet in a video recently, but I want to bring it back up because it does speak volumes even now. Decentralization on a global scale is 100% needed. The US dollar has been a great example of why we should not have a reserve currency. The interesting thing about CBDCs is that they will eliminate the need for a reserve currency, but would 100% demand, and this is a key, a decentralized bridge currency. That means that a JP Morgan coin, or a Citi coin, or a Bank of America coin, it just won't work. No nation will want to utilize a JPM coin. Imagine Russia settling transactions in JPM coin. It's not going to happen. And they're not going to settle things utilizing a US CBDC either. They want a decentralized bridge currency. They want a decentralized global financial system because guess what? These nations are tired of using the US dollar. They are tired of the US dominated payment systems because at the end of the day, what the US does with the US dollar and what they do around their economy, well, it affects theirs. They don't want that anymore. Many believe this bridge currency will be XRP or even XLM due to many documents out there. I believe there is a significant change coming where the world will be dominated by DLNs, Distributed Ledger Network. Whether or not it's XRP, XLM, etc., the world is changing. Everyone needs to realize that blockchain and DLT is fundamental to the change coming. The biggest thing to do is diversify into utility giants in this space and be patient enough to realize the vision. And I do ask all of you out there, are you patient enough for this vision to be realized? Because over the course of the next couple years, we will start to see major events around this. And if you guys do think that you are patient enough, definitely hit that like button and also comment down below that you are. Now, also over here, again, another big thing that a lot of people brought up to me. Visa expands its cross-border payments to Solana. Again, a lot of people thought that this was going to kill XRP. And I think that this is one of the funniest things that we've seen, because remember, Solana has gone down multiple times. It is an extremely unstable network, and I don't mean that to hate on Solana. I still think that Solana will do good. I think that the retail sector will still hype it up. At the end of the day, it is not to be utilized for cross-border payments. Again, it's still extremely efficient for Visa to expand within Solana, but comparing the traditional world to better and more efficient things within the space, I think that Solana is probably one of the worst choices. Of course, that's just my opinion. But also, we have this. So, Kraken Exchange responded to the JPM Chase tweet that Watcher Guru sent out. And what do you see? Imagine if something already existed to speed up cross-border payments. Cough, Bitcoin, cough. How comical is this? And I even said, please tell me this is a joke. Bitcoin speeding up cross-border payments has to be the funniest joke I've heard in a while. Keep overlooking XRP, XLM, XDC, HBAR, and others that actually speed up and make cross-border payment market, or the cross-border payment market, efficient. And remember, right? Like, I do think that a lot of this is already planned to kind of keep your eyes off of the big, prize, which is technically XRP and XLM. Of course, you can mix in XDC and even HBAR there too. But we know that Ripple has been expanding for the last 10 years, right? The last decade alone has been significant. And they have been pioneering XRP around cross-border payments. They have chosen XRP for that. Stellar has been working heavily with XLM. Zinfin has been expanding with XDC. And of course, you guys already know about Hedera. They've been killing it. So as we really kind of look at this, I do find it funny with Bitcoin being the question here. We even see down here, like, if you're going to use Bitcoin for exporter, you may as well just stick to Visa and PayPal, lower fees, and probably get your funds faster than waiting for those 10-minute blocks. And yeah, it's the truth. And also, I do want to mention this tweet here. So as everyone thinks that Ripple is being, replaced and XRP is useless, this, that, whatever. Well, here you guys have a great response from Jay Hunter Anson, from the Digital Residency Office Director from Palau. And here we have Palau stablecoin project timeline. So the summer, fall 2021, initial talks between Palau government and Ripple. June of 2022, project team formed and work begins on PSC solution design using public XRP ledger. And again, this is a crucial one because, even though this is technically a test, they are still utilizing the public XRP ledger, which would affect XRP if the volume was significant enough. November of 2022, Palau admin/ops team training, initial talks with potential retailers. March of 2023, this year, call for 200 pilot volunteers and participating retailers. Then April and May of this year, volunteer training and onboarding KYC verification. June of 2023, retailer onboarding, setup, and training. July of 2023, begin testing solution design. August, solution design testing complete. And September, pending survey and final report to President and Congress. And then November, begin pilot number 2, aligned with holiday season. So they are going to continue to expand on this. And, this is just simply him responding back to this tweet here. Now, Wall Street Bulls basically created this tweet in response to Jake Simons, who has been a Bitcoin maxi for a while. And he's been putting out these articles talking about the FUD, right? And I shouldn't even say talking about the FUD, but spreading the FUD. Basically, what he has been saying is that this partnership with Palau has been kind of, I just want to say, I guess the best way to put it is that it's done. It's killed, right? And this is just not the case. It's ongoing still. And this is why we are seeing Jay Hunter Anson from Palau, the Ministry of Finance, come out and really kind of just give us a little bit of an in-depth view on the timeline behind this. This is exactly why I say there is so much FUD out there. There is so much to skew your attention away from the big focus point. And here you guys have a great insight as well from James Wallace, VP of Central Bank Engagements. This is the one-on-one, the 1 minute explanation on these 3 different categories of use cases in terms of CBDCs. And check out this video. It does give you guys a little bit of an in-depth view on the potential behind CBDCs and the power of the XRP ledger as well.
Hang on a minute, that wasn't a minute. That was a trick. Was it a minute? Hi, my name is James Wallace, and this is Crypto in a Minute. This is a question I get asked all the time. It's the most important question when it comes to CBDC. Basically, there are 3 broad categories. There are wholesale CBDCs, which is really what banks will use to exchange money between themselves. There are retail CBDCs that will be used by consumers, for example, an alternative to cash. And then there are cross-border CBDCs where people can exchange money, send money around the world using CBDC. The one that I think most people are interested in is the retail CBDC. So let me expand upon that a little. One very popular use case is an alternative to cash. You have your wallet today. In the future, you'll have a digital wallet. You'll be able to do all the things you can do with cash, but most excitingly, there'll be many, many more things that you can do over and above what you can do with cash today. Also, financial inclusion is one of the big topics, and that's actually true around the world, where people with relatively low incomes do not get served well by the traditional banking environment. So, I think we'll look back in a few years and we'll see literally hundreds and hundreds of different use cases that will be all taking advantage of CBDC. And look at that, I finished more or less on time.
So yeah, I mean, as we do look at CBDCs, obviously there's a lot of problems with them from the retail sector. There's a lot of fear and things around them. And, I think that's warranted. I've talked about this on many occasions. But one of the biggest things that I do want to mention to everyone is that, society is already heavily dominated and controlled by currency, by money. The central bankers are in control of mostly everything. I do think that CBDCs, with the help of private companies like Ripple, for example, could be very beneficial. I also think that a lot of the problems around privacy and stuff like that could be alleviated if, and I say if, the private companies like Ripple are here to alleviate those pain points in terms of providing value for the retail sector, providing the privacy that the retail sector needs, and making sure that the central bankers, can't go rogue and all of a sudden, here we have CBDC's programmed to have a limit of $1,000 per month, and you can limit them on what they can buy, no more meat products, things like that. And I think that that's where a lot of people's concern comes from, and I think that it's warranted, like I've said. And as we really kind of look at this, like I said, I think that CBDCs are coming, no matter how you put this. We already have massive engagement around the world around CBDCs. This year so far, we've already seen one launched. We see pilots. We see a lot of research going on. The whole map, the whole global map is nearly filled up now. So I think that this is something that everyone needs to be aware of. I think that everyone needs to understand that, this isn't some type of conspiracy theory. Like, this is happening. And even in a recent city survey, well, guess what? Here you guys have, from a pool of 483 survey participants and 12 financial market infrastructures, a substantial 87% recognize CBDCs as a feasible avenue to abbreviate settlement cycles by the year 2026. So if we actually look at this, there's momentum. It's rising. It's becoming a big deal. And nearly every single central bank, every single major nation out there is now exploring CBDCs. So I think that we need to get behind this before it's too late. And I think that we need to reap the rewards as well. Again, like I've said, it's going to happen whether we like it or not. So why not take advantage of, being early visionaries behind this, being early enough to see what tokens and what, major networks are going to be utilized by this as well, and really kind of just take advantage of that. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, this has been Nick. Peace out.